Boy, I don't know that we've seen him better than that. Velocity, movement, mixed his pitches, throwing his curveball for a strike, mixing in a changeup, and you're throwing 96, 97 miles an hour and throwing strikes. About as good as we've seen him. Credit to him.
How important was it to get that, considering, the starters have been struggling of late?
Yeah, we were thin, to say the least, in the bullpen today, so I'm glad we were able to get it done with 2 guys, and then with Madsen, really was 3 in a row, so it was important that we nailed that one down. We did, but it all started with Jesse.
The double play balls were big for you, both for Jesse and for Madsen
right
at the end. What are your thoughts on the ability?
Yeah, Jesse's always one pitch away from that with the sinker, and Madsen's got that little cutter, especially to a righty, when he keeps the ball down and keeps it just on the corner and it's cutting a little bit. That's what you're gonna get a lot of times. So, Rasmus wasn't his best matchup. I think Ryan has an idea when he needs to pitch around guys, at least not give them something to hit. You certainly don't want to walk them, but he's pretty aware of what he's doing out there and who can hurt him and, what his best chance is.
Can you talk about the efficiency Jesse displayed? I mean, he only gave up 1 fly ball through the first 6 innings, consistently got guys to ground out.
Well, that's what he does with his sinker, and they were aggressive, and we had a strict pitch count on him today. I was surprised actually that we could get him that far along in the game. He'd only been up 6 times this year. In his last 2 outings, he was only up 3 times. So, to get him that far into the game, 2 outs in the 7th like that was, at the beginning of the game, was tough to think how that was going to happen, but he did it.
How about his aggressiveness, especially against a lineup like that?
I guess when you're throwing 96, 97 miles an hour, you feel pretty good about being aggressive and the movement on top of it. So, when you have good hitting teams, lineup that gets your attention, certainly, 1 through 5 like that, you got to take the confidence with you and be aggressive with it. Once you start picking and pitching around, now you got guys on base and you have to make pitches. You force them to hit your pitch and, get ahead in the count, and that's what's important against a team like that.
It seems maybe kind of obvious, but how different is Jesse from what you saw during the spring?
Considerably. I mean, whether or not it was the environment, maybe the velocity was there in spring training too, but balls were up. He pitched at the belt for most of spring training, where today, not even close. And I don't know that I've ever seen a better touch on his curveball than we saw today. And once you mix in the change-ups off the fastball and you create that kind of gap with the same trajectory pitch, you're going to have to almost guess right on him and hope he makes a mistake.
You had mentioned before the game about Yonder and maybe being able to carry over a little bit. He starts off the 2-out
right.
rally there. What are you seeing from him?
Yeah, it just looks more confident to play. It looks, aggressive. The swing's getting through the zone quicker. That all comes with a hit or 2 that are important to you and important to the team, and, just kind of a relief. And then just go out there and do your thing, and that was an important at-bat.